Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going Q3 of the weekly contest 348, Sum of Matrix After Queries. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem. So the first thing you should notice is that n is really big, 10 to the fourth. So you're not gonna be able to simulate it, right? Just because 10 to the fourth square is 10 to the eighth, and that's already too much memory probably, or if not, it's very close before you even do anything, right? And not to mention that you have to allocate space for that memory, and that takes time as well, which is something that sometimes people forget. But in any case, yeah. So now you know that you have to do it in a faster running time, right? Time complexity. So the key thing to know about this one, and it took me a little bit of time. You can watch me solve it live. If you fast forward or whatever. I have the live portion. I think the key observation is just thinking that in the end result, in the after all the queries, what does it look like? Well, what it looks like for me is that the last query will be on top, and then you kind of and it'll be on top of the query before that, and so forth, right? Which is maybe obvious to say, but once you realize that, then you can just instead of overwriting, you just keep track of things that you cannot overwrite, right? And once you keep track of things that you cannot overwrite, then you can do it backwards. That's basically the idea here. Is doing it backwards is that then now you only have to keep track of if you're painting, but if you're changing a row, then you just have to count the number of columns that you cannot change, and if you're changing a column, you just have to count the number of rows that you cannot change. And that's pretty much the idea. And this is my code for that reason. I had some not typo, but I think I just kind of made a mistake. But yeah, but basically I keep track of the rows you used. I think they give you yeah. I think in example two. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I actually misread this query, so maybe I was wrong. So maybe I was a little bit more confident than I would have been. But I handle it anyway. I think the edge case here is that if you paint the same column multiple times, of course, you have to keep track of it, and that's why I have a used this is basically how many rows are used, how many columns, or given a rows of index are they used, and columns of index are they used, and how many things are used. So that's basically the idea. And I'm just going to explain the row part because the column is exactly the same pretty much. But basically, if it's of the row type, if we already used this row, we skip to the next one because there's no work to be done. Or as they say, yeah, no work to be done. Otherwise, we set it to true because in the future you can do this. And then you just, for the value, we just count the number of columns that are used, and or number three columns, I guess. So you have three columns, and then that's the number you paint in, if you will. And then you also increment the number of rows painted, if you will, so that in the future. And then you just kind of sum it all up, and that's pretty much it. The complexity here is going to be n plus q. All of these are O of one operations. Though of course you cannot confuse that with linear because n is not the size of the input, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. And yeah, you can watch me solve it live in the contest next. Those are the three cases anyway, so you can probably also just simulate it, to be honest. Okay. And by matrix. I think you want to do it backwards, I guess. Is by the way to go. No, I just want to do it backwards, I think. Okay, what are the two types again? Oh, yeah, okay. If C is equal to row, and then type 1 is column, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm trying to be too clever. Let's not do that way. Okay, if that's fine, else one, but before that, then total. Read times, and let's see, something like this, right? Yeah. Like, I'm in so much pain. Bad posture. 2217. So 12, that's right, and then it should add 6. Oh, I messed it up. This isn't right. This is the other thing. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking in my head, but I think I just kind of got confused. Programming it 2317. All right, let's go. All right, Q4. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem, this explanation, this contest, everything in between. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.